Tim the Hulk Brzakala here with
Kaleb the King Koho.
Oh my God.
Don't adjust your speakers. We're live in stereo.
Okay, yeah, hey, we're here. We're in the same room, but we're hosting Dohmen versus Eli, which is going to be a great match. These are both competitors who, in the summer series, did really, really well. Both were taken out by Fellowship, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. But Eli, great competitor. He was a super fun person to play. I've played Chris before. He's awesome and great as well. So should be a really interesting match.
Fun fact, you've beaten a person on this call and you've lost to a person.
We can, okay. Anyway, so why don't we go listen to what they have to say right away in promos.
I'm here to get back in the ring, get back to it. Now, I just want to say this right now. I'm not mad at Cain for eliminating me from the tournament. Look, dude's a great competitor. I got no beef with him. And Eli, you and I recently faced off in Warzone singles, and it didn't quite go your way, unfortunately. It could have been a much better match than it turned out being, but hey, shit happens. It's all good.
Let's make one thing very clear, folks. Let's call a spade a spade. My colleague and I are heartbroken by the last match that Eli played. I'm heartbroken because I couldn't be there. If I was there, we could have beaten Tim. We make different choices. We could easily be playing in the title match.
In the Mayhem match, I got embarrassed by dear old brother Tim and Robert. And that made me kind of pissed because I came in unprepared for what should have been a much better match than it turned out being. And because I let myself down and I let my partner down that badly, I need a little vengeance. So Eli, this is nothing personal. You are great in Fandom. You are a hell of a competitor. But let's just make this clear. I'm going to knock you out.
I laugh when Dohmen says that he's going to knock out Eli. Well, as my great-grandfather used to say, wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up first. Eli has that drive that you lack. The only reason that you won that Warzone match is because the wheel thought fucking Nico was playing. We will give you that battle that you want, but the outcome will not be desirable.
Because I'm driven, and I'm mad, and I'm ready for a damn good fight. So you better bring your A game, Buster. See you in the ring. Best of luck.
All right, so Kaleb Koho, in the words of you, those were fire promos. We are going to move on right into round number one. Why don't you tell them how it works, Kaleb?
Round number one is going to work like this. You're each going to get 10 questions worth 1 point apiece from 10 different areas within the realm of Fandom fight. Should you get all 10 questions correct, you'll be issued a bonus question. You have 3 repeats for the entirety of the match and a challenge rule. Any questions as we get into round number one?
Let's do this.
All right, guys. Your first question in round number one is going to come in the category of Rocky. In Rocky 3, where does Clubber Lang call out Rocky for their first match?
You know, call-outs are kind of like a thing that happens here a lot. What's the most explosive call-out?
The only reason these call-outs happen is because you provoke them.
You're not
in
wrong.
Post-match interviews.
I like to stir shit. What do you...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Eli.
I said a press conference.
And Dohmen?
I also said at a press conference.
That is incorrect. We were looking for the unveiling of the Rocky statue. The Rocky statue. Yes.
All right, guys. Your second question comes in the category of the MCU. In Avengers Endgame, Tony initially mistakes Rocket for what?
Did you see Avengers Endgame?
I did. I've seen it a lot.
Maggie, did you see Avengers Endgame? Oh, she saw it too. She's giving me the nod. The macaw is present.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
We will start with Dohmen on this one.
A rabbit.
That's incorrect. And Eli?
I said a fox.
Also incorrect. We were looking for Build-A-Bear. A Build-A-Bear. All right, guys, your next question is going to be in the category of Worlds of DC. In Shazam, which power does the Shazam version of Freddy get?
I believe a word you used to describe this movie was fine.
Yeah,
I think it's better than fine.
it's good. It's just kind of forgettable.
Also, for Cain, Shazam!
Repeat the question.
All right.
Spellman's first repeat.
In Worlds of DC, in Shazam, which power does the Shazam version of Freddy get?
Why is this movie just okay?
It's just kind of forgettable. It's fun while you're watching it, but it's kind of forgettable after you.
I
you're
take
done watching it.
much
That's
offense
my
to
opinion.
this.
It's still the second best DCU movie. In my
Second best?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Eli.
You say it's forgettable, but I didn't forget this answer because it's Flight.
That is correct. And Dohmen?
Nope, not what I had.
All right.
1-0 lead for Eli as we get into question number 4, which is in the category of Jurassic Park. Ian Malcolm appears in how many films in the Jurassic franchise?
In the Jurassic franchise. This is a big one for the macaw. I think she likes it.
I think she likes this. I think the Hurricane likes this.
The
I think it's the
Hurricane?
primary strength of one Mr. DVD Mike Hanley.
Oh, that is true. We should. Yeah, we're gonna get that match set
That
up
might
for
happen.
sure. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We will start with Chris.
3.
That is
On the
correct.
board.
And Eli.
3.
All right.
All right. So Eli keeping that lead 2-1 as we get into the next question, which is going to be in the category of fandom quotes. In what DC film will you hear the following quote? Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Have you ever tried to get rid of a bomb?
I have, and I ended up here.
That's going to be a yikes from me.
Minneapolis
dog.
is not fun to drive in.
Yeah. Looking for an answer.
Well, it depends on which freeway you wind up taking.
694.
1.
Oh, never mind.
Thumbs
Yeah,
up.
you're fucked.
Eli on this one.
Batman the movie, or also known as Batman 66.
Both are acceptable. And Dohmen?
Batman 1966.
Perfect.
Correct.
Both are correct. All right. So Eli keeping that momentum with that 1 point lead.
All right. Your 6th question of the round comes in the category of Marvel. These are films outside the MCU based on Marvel Comics.
All right, Robert Parker.
I know. In Men in Black 3, what beverage does Kay drink addictively when he goes to the past?
Have you ever drank a beverage addictively?
I can't say anything about it on air. No. No.
Oh. 5, 4.
We got a laugh from the peanut gallery on that one. That was a good bit.
1. We'll start with Dohmen on this one.
Milkshake.
That is incorrect. And Eli?
Coffee?
Both incorrect. We were looking for chocolate milk.
Chalky milk also acceptable.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was my second.
All right, guys. Your next question is going to be in the category of Pixar. In Finding Nemo, what is the name of the current that Crush and the other turtles ride on?
The current I rode on to get here is called the 694 and is terrifying.
Have you ever driven on a 3-lane highway before?
Not until today.
Oh my,
That was fun.
You are a child.
I am a child.
5.
I'm here now.
At least it wasn't 35W in the middle of rush hour.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Thumbs down. We will start with Eli on this one.
I said the Aussie current.
Oh.
That is incorrect. And Chris?
East Australian Current, a.k.a. the EAC.
The EAC. That is correct. So Chris with that one ties it up
Big
3-3.
All right, your 8th question comes in the category of Disney live action. In Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, who do Jack and crew find on Tortuga?
You like these movies.
I do, and funny enough, I didn't write this one.
Yeah, I know. Well,
It's crazy.
Mm.
crazy
I
how
know.
sometimes other people can talk about pirates.
I know. I thought I had that trademark. I guess not.
I guess not. Yeah, it's just Johnny Depp and you.
I know.
5,
Maybe
4,
Disney? I don't even know.
3,
Repeat.
2. All right, that's going to be the first repeat from Eli.
All right, in Disney live action, in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, who do Jack and crew find on Tortuga? Okay, this is always Bob. Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of the Caribbean?
Caribbean.
That's what I think too. But everywhere else is called Caribbean.
Yeah, 5,
It's weird.
4,
I like it.
3,
Weird.
2, 1. Pens down. we will go to Chris first.
Elizabeth Swann and James Norrington.
Yeah, that's correct. Technically, yes.
Okay, and Eli?
I said Gibbs.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
incorrect.
incorrect. Okay.
Both Elizabeth and Norrington are except for lenses in that case. That is true. All right.
All right, guys. Your next question is going to be in DreamWorks, and this is your penultimate question. How many How to Train Your Dragon films does T.J. Miller voice Tough Nut?
If you were a Viking, what would your Viking name?
That's close to Tough Nut? Jam bread. I don't know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
We will go to Chris first. I don't care.
2.
Change up.
And Eli?
2.
Both correct. So Chris maintaining a 1-point lead now over Eli as we get into that last question.
Your final question of the round is in the category of Middle Earth, films I know nothing about. In The Fellowship of the Ring, according to the prologue, how many rings were gifted to the race of men?
Remember that match we recorded last night where I gave away the answer in the
do
middle
remember
of the
that.
question?
Yeah.
Because I'm an idiot.
Well, we gave them extra time, and then
We
it
just
led to you vamping about
talking.
a movie within the franchise you were asking about.
Yeah, it was just dumb.
But,
If there's anything I am, it's dumb. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we will go to Eli.
9.
And Chris?
9.
Both are correct. And so at the end of round number 1, Eli has 5 and Chris is in the lead with 6, but Caleb, anything can happen as we get into the next round,
Absolutely.
which is the wheel round. Why don't you tell them how that works?
Absolutely. The wheel round works like this. You are each going to get a chance to spin from the lovely wheel from wheeldecide.com. If you like the category you land on, you are going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. You can opt to multiple choice, but it devalues the point down to being worth 1. You do have the option of respinning, but you are stuck with whatever you land on the second time. There are spinners and opponents on the wheel, so beware.
Not yet.
Not yet. There isn't.
But there's going to be
There's
in
gonna
one
be a
second.
bonus choice in a second. There it is.
And we're just going to prime that a couple times, and then we will go on.
I was gonna say, is that 7 slices, not 8? I was about to say. All right. So your categories on the wheel tonight are James Bond, MCU, Star Trek, Disney Animation, Middle Earth, Rocky, DreamWorks, and Fandom Oscars, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Dohmen, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Eli?
I will defer.
All right.
All right, so Eli, your first spin is in, and it lands on the
Dreaded opponent's. Opponent's choice.
All right.
Almost got off it.
So, Chris, again, you get to choose now for Eli out of these categories. What are you going to go with?
Let's give him Star Trek.
Star Trek. All right.
Interesting strategy. Let's see how it pays off.
We'll see how it pays off for him, Cotton. All right. So, Eli, I will give you your questions in Star Trek. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Eli, your first question in Star Trek. What Guillermo del Toro regular plays Viceroy in Star Trek Nemesis?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A, Doug Jones, B, Ron Perlman, C, Luke Goss, or D, Matt Schultze.
I think that's just Schultz.
Schultz, whatever.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman is correct for 1 point. All right. Your next question. In 2009 Star Trek, Kirk is seen romancing an Orion cadet named Gala, who is revealed as whose roommate?
Lieutenant Uhura.
That is correct for 2 points. In the words of Robert Parker, he is maneuvering his way through this round.
Yes, he is.
All right, Eli. Who plays Chekhov in the original Star Trek series of films?
Multiple choice. Need his name.
All right, your options are A, Anton Yelchin, B, Walter Koenig,
Walter
C.
Koenig.
That is correct for 1
I
point.
didn't even let you finish. What a rude move.
Ah, but he still
Just
got it
put
right.
running off on him. We'll see.
Could be. All right. Your next question in Star Trek. What song does Scotty play on the bagpipes when they launch Spock off to the Genesis in The Wrath of Khan?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Amazing Grace, B, Vulcan Death Anthem, C, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, or D, How Great Thou Art.
Amazing Grace.
That is correct for 1 point.
Maneuvering his way.
Absolutely.
Maneuvering.
All right, Eli, and your final question in Star Trek. What Star Trek film did Michael Dorn make his first appearance in?
Star Trek 6, An Undiscovered Country.
That is correct for 2 points.
Got it.
So even with a bonus choice, Eli manages to get up 7 points, up to 12. It is now Chris's turn to spin at the wheel. All right.
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Maybe Cain helped. Maybe he didn't. Maybe this is completely raw footage. Who knows?
All right. Chris, your spin is away, and it lands on Rocky. Da-da-da. Would you like to keep it or spin again? Okay, you want
Does
something to
not
do
want
with
Rocky.
that. And it lands on opponent's choice.
Double opponent's choice in one match. Has that ever happened before? No, it has not.
All right, so
Can I get
Eli.
Brooklyn? Can I get Brooklyn?
Yes. We will bring Brooklyn in for you.
Absolutely.
Pose until we can edit him in and out. There we
Aye.
go.
Okay.
Aye.
So,
Brooklyn.
James Bond?
No.
No.
He's good
Okay.
in James Bond. He's
MCU?
good in James Bond. I know that. No, he's good in MCU as well. I want to give him because he spun away from Rocky. I'm thinking about giving him Rocky.
As long as you can steal, that's fine.
I think I can get a few steals. I don't know how many, but I think I can get a few.
All right, let's go with Rocky then.
All right,
All right.
Rocky.
Dohmen, you're going to get your questions in Rocky. Caleb, ask away.
All right. Your first question, round 2, category of Rocky. In Rocky 2, who takes Rocky's old loan shark job?
Paulie?
That's correct for 2 points.
All right.
All right. Your second question, round 2, Rocky. What holiday do Rocky and Ivan fight on in Rocky 4?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Thanksgiving, B, Christmas, C, New Year's, or D, 4th of July.
4th of July.
That is incorrect. You'll have the chance for a 1-point steal.
The choices.
Yes, you can. Is it A, Thanksgiving, B, Christmas, C, New Year's, or D, 4th of July?
New Year's.
That's also incorrect. Looking for Christmas. Christmas.
Yeah,
Fun fact, Rocky 4 is a Christmas film.
That's a good one, too.
All right. Your third question, Dohmen, in round 2 category of Rocky. Who plays Pretty Ricky Conlon in Creed?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Andre Ward, B, Richie Coster, C, Tony Bellew, or D, Graham McTavish.
D.
D is incorrect. Eli, the chance for a 1-point steal.
Can I hear the choices again?
Yes, you may. Your options are A, Andre Ward, B, Richie Coster, C, Tony Bellew, or D, Graham McTavish.
C.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. Your penultimate question in round 2, Rocky. Why doesn't Rocky ultimately take the fight with Union Cain in Rocky 5?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, he retired, B, Adrian doesn't want him to, C, he thinks Union is a chump, or D, he fails his physical.
Chump. Chump. I love that word.
B.
B is incorrect. You'll have the chance for a 1-point steal.
A.
That is also incorrect. Looking for D, he failed his physical. All right, so Dohmen, your last question in round 2, Rocky. In Rocky, sorry, I need those. In Rocky, where does Rocky go the night before the fight with Creed?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Apollo's house, B, Adrian and Polly's apartment, C, the arena, or D, the Philadelphia Art Museum.
D.
That is incorrect. Eli, the chance for a 1-point steal.
Let me hear those choices one more time.
All right, your options are A, Apollo's house, B, Adrian and Polly's apartment, C, the arena, or D, the Philadelphia Art Museum.
The arena.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. All right.
So at the end of round number 2, I have got Eli up 14 to Chris's 9. But again, as they say, anything can happen.
Anything
as
can
we
happen.
Get into the next one. Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Round number 3. Caleb, would you like to tell them how it works?
I would love nothing more. Round 3 works like this. This is the betting round. You're each going to hear the category, and we will ask how many points you'd like to bet between 0 and 2 points. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We go until someone is mathematically eliminated or the score reaches 0. If you do bet 0, we ask that you do still play along for stats purposes. Any questions as we get to round number 3?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, the first category that you can bet points on is Disney animation. Disney animation. How many points do you want to bet?
Brooklyn, I'm thinking playing it smart.
That is the correct answer.
All right.
All right, we'll get your bets in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll get bets starting with Eli.
0.
All right, and Chris?
2.
All right.
Guys, your question in Disney animation. In Lilo and Stitch, what number experiment is Stitch?
Well, we're getting criticized for the sidelines, viewers. This is fun. The peanut gallery has expanded. 5, 4,
It's not just the macaw
3,
or the goat, as
2.
they say.
1. Pens down. We will start with Dohmen.
626.
That is correct for 2 points. And Eli, did you have anything for stats?
66.
That is correct for stats purposes.
Experiment 626. So thank you. All right, guys, the next category that you can bet points on is going to be scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. As I am stared deeply into the eyes by one hobbit.
What do you
One
think?
As Robert Parker-
He's
As Robert
most
Parker
likely gonna bet. He's most likely gonna bet 2. I don't mind betting a point, but I also don't mind betting 0. Entirely up to you.
All right.
All right, going to get bets in 5, 4, 3, 2,
This
1.
peanut gallery is very distracting.
All right, why don't we get bet from Eli first?
0.
And Chris?
1.
All right.
All right. Guys, your question in scores and soundtracks. Caleb.
What famous Disney song was Andy's family listening to as Woody and Buzz were trying to get into the moving van at the end of Toy Story?
It seems like the peanut gallery may know the answer. Will the competitors know, Caleb?
I have no idea. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But all I know is now I know the pressure's marked Ella's face every day.
I was about to say, is this what happens? You want to repeat?
Let's repeat.
All right, Chris, the second repeat.
What famous Disney song was Andy's family listening to as Woody and Buzz were trying to get into the moving van at the end of Toy Story?
I can just imagine being in the audience at a Showdown taping where everyone is just going.
I feel like that is what a Throwdown
I could just imagine it. That's why Mark Ellis is the greatest host in all of the world.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we'll need an answer in 5, 4,
After one, Brooklyn.
3, 2, 1. We will go to Eli first for stats.
Hakuna Matata.
Ooh, even with a little bit of
With
a
a
singing.
little-
And Chris.
I blanked.
All right,
Lost
so
the point.
Chris loses the point, going down to 10 points to Eli's 14 as we get into the third question in the round, which is going to be in Fast and Furious. So how many points do you want to bet on Fast and Furious?
Brooklyn, I think you see what my strategy is, right?
I can't imagine him betting anything. He might bet 1. But yeah, let's go. Let's just play smart.
Cody,
You know the strategy?
Cody's shocked that Brooklyn is here to manage the match.
Love you too, bitch.
We get bets at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting with Dohmen on this one.
0.
All right.
All right.
And Eli?
Great minds think alike. 0.
All right, so stats only question. I believe these are Robert Parker's favorite types of questions. Here is the question from Fast and Furious. In what Fast film did Jason Statham make his first appearance? Did you see Hobbs and Shaw?
Now you can actually ask this
you
and
about
not
Hobbs
give
and
away
Shaw.
the answer to a question.
Yeah. But did you like it?
I did.
Yeah.
I did like it.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Eli for stats.
Fast and Furious 6.
And
That is
Dohmen?
correct.
Oh, I said Furious 7.
It is Fast and Furious 6. That pesky post-credit scene.
Dominic Toretto. You don't know me.
Dominic Toretto.
But you will.
Boy, you will.
All right. So we are in a situation here where Chris needs to make up some points. So he's got to hit these next couple in order to win. All right. Your next category, Studio Ghibli. How many points would you like to bet on Studio?
Gotta love Studio Ghibli showing up.
You know what I'm doing.
Yeah, there's no real coaching needed here.
All right.
Yeah, you're betting too.
Stop.
We need the peanut gallery to please
Stop.
shut the fuck up.
Stop.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Bets starting with Dohmen on this one.
2.
All right, and Eli.
People say 0.
All right.
People do say 0, I think. All right. Your question in Studio Ghibli. What does Haku tell Chihiro not to do until she passes through the tunnel in Spirited Away? Names. Not something I'm good at.
Speaking, I don't think is something that you're good at. Okay. All right. This is tense, though. This is
It is a very
for
tense
sure.
game. Great match so far.
3, 2. At least they're making fun of Caleb. All right, pens down. We will start with Eli for stats.
Oh, I have no idea. I just said don't go to the bathhouse.
Sorry, that's
And-
not funny because of your answer. It's funny because of the peanut gallery.
All right, and Dohmen.
Congrats, Eli. Don't breathe.
And your winner,
Yes!
Eli, the Showman McCaig. It was Don't Look Back. I'm taking these off now. It was Don't Look Back. That was a great match.
Yeah, it was really, really fun until like the middle of round 2, and some people came in and ruined all of it. But it's
Absolutely.
okay. That's all right.
But you know what? This is fun anyway.
We will go over first to our winner today with his manager, Brooklyn.
Stop right there.
Okay, steal Cody's bit. Why don't you?
No. I'm just saying, you guys do really good at your jobs. Keep going. I want to interrupt.
I appreciate it. Thank you. That was very nice.
Thank you.
Very Canadian.
Very, very nice of you. Yeah, very, very, very Canadian of you. So, how, Brooklyn? I'll start with you because you're the manager here. How do you feel that your client played today?
Client played well. Client could have played a little bit better. Round 1 was a little bit shaky. I think we're about here, and we need to sort of rebuild some foundational stuff, some fundamentals, to get to where we need to be, which is top tier. We got fucked at first with Opponent's Choice, but then Chris sort of forgot that people can study, and Eli's been studying Star Trek. So it's good that the wheel sort of gave us a favor of giving him Opponent's Choice as well. Didn't get as much steals as I wanted to, but that's just the way it goes. It's good, but we have some work to do to get where we want to be.
Yeah. Do you think that? Well, Eli, we'll move over to you. How do you think that your strategy, your studying, paid off in this match? Did it pay off for you, or is there more that needs to be done?
I think for the Star Trek portion, when you gave me Star Trek, all I was thinking was, okay, you've given me something that I've been studying really hard to make sure I get right. And that's what I proved. I proved I was able to get the Star Trek question right. And you can correct me or not. Most likely Caleb will. I think I got all of my round 2 questions correct. I don't know. You can correct me. And very much I was thinking, okay, if he lands on opponent's choice, then I'm going to give him something that I know for a fact he doesn't get. He landed on Rocky first. He spun away. I was like, okay, thank you. Okay, keeping that in my head. Opponent's choice, I was like, all right, he spun away from Rocky. Guess what? You're going to keep it. And though I didn't steal as much as I wanted, him missing a lot of them was very much helpful for me. And then I knew I was ahead. I was like, okay, I know exactly what strategy I'm going to use for round number 3. And I used it, and it helped.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll ask the age-old question, who do you want next?
Well, I mean, all I know is this. I want to fight for that title again. I know your champion is in there somewhere because the Fellowship has the belt. And just know that it doesn't matter. I want to run at that belt. Yeah. I want to be able to fight for that belt again. And I don't care who I have to go through. I'm going to study harder than I ever have. Because after that match against you, Tim, that loss made me want to fight better, strategize better. So you can guarantee that no matter who's the champion, I'm going to fight them.
Absolutely. Well, we're excited to see that happen. Thanks for playing a great match, and we will move on over to the unfortunate loser today, Dohmen. I feel like your loss here. That if you hadn't spun opponent's choice, this would be a different match. I feel like any other category on there would have done you better than Rocky, but you spun.
It's also I shot myself in the foot. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I shot myself in the foot, plain and simple. I gave him what is clearly one of my strengths, but I didn't take into account that maybe he had been studying because, we're not supposed to tell each other secrets about, what we've been studying, what we haven't been, unless you're in a faction, and I'm not in the New British Empire. So how would I know that Eli's been studying Star Trek? Because, yeah, of course, would I have completely ran that table? Yeah, no question. But when you screw yourself, and that's what happened. Because I could have taken the hit on opponent's choice if maybe I'd given him something else, maybe like Bond or maybe like Disney animation. But yeah, no. Instead, I got a little greedy after my lead in round 1, and it shot me in the foot. What are you gonna do?
Well, yeah, and I mean like you said, the unfortunate thing is that you never really know who is studying what. Some people don't study at all and just come into play, and some people like Eli are driven. And so now that this is happening, and it'll be definitely something that you can use next time. Speaking of next time, I will ask the age-old question: who you want?
Well, I'd have to. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else who's in a similar position, whether they're like 4-3 or 3-1 or something. I'm trying to think, because there are plenty of very talented competitors in the league that I would love a crack at. I'm just wondering, who would be in that same boat where
Kaleb?
Well, yeah. In the 4-3 range, you could find yourself potentially facing someone like a Jeremy Adams, an RJ, maybe even an Albert Weird Harmon down the road. Maybe
yeah, absolutely.
Who knows?
I'm not gonna lie. As fun as it would be for me to fight Jeremy, because I'm not sure when I'll be trying to go for the Warzone belt anytime soon. Maybe Jeremy. A friendly competition between the two finalists of the team's tournament. Maybe see who individually would come out on top. Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be a very fun match. I'd like to see it. But that is going to do it for us here today at Fandom Fights. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hit like and watch all the other stuff that we're doing around here. There's a lot of videos being uploaded, so watch them all because we put a lot of work into it. So thanks so much. That has been Dohmen. That has been Eli. That has been Brooklyn. That has been Kaleb. I have been Tim. That has been the Peanut Gallery. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Drive safely.